Hey there! Pelikan is about to release 7 new puzzles from 5 puzzle designers, and I'll show you all of them in this video. And I'll start my review with the Crest puzzle. It is one of the most beautiful puzzles from this release, and it is Pelikan's own design. They continue creating their own animal series puzzle. The Crest puzzle was made using 3 different types of wood: babinga, venge, and ash. And venge was used just for the eyes, these 2 black dots here. The rest are babinga and ash. This puzzle has 6 parts and a frame, and it's a proper boor puzzle. You have to remove all parts from the frame and then put them back inside. And this puzzle requires 36 steps to solve it. It is not a very difficult puzzle to solve, but it is absolutely beautiful, and it will be a nice addition to any puzzler's collection. Before we continue, I want to thank Brilliant.org, the sponsor of today's video. You already know that Brilliant is the best way to learn math, data science, and computer science interactively, from the comfort of your own home. But Brilliant also has an app for your smartphone, so you can learn new topics on the go. When you're in a bus, when you're traveling, or in the line, you can take your phone and learn new stuff. I was on vacation recently and I spent entire week just laying on the beach. I know it is boring, but my wife insisted, so I had to do it anyways. And with the help of Brilliant app, I spent some quality time not only getting tens, but also learning new topics. They have a separate course on logic puzzles. I absolutely love it. To try everything Brilliant has to offer free for full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/puzzleguy or click the link in the video description. First 200 of you will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. The name of the next puzzle is King Box. It was designed by Asanori Yamamoto. This puzzle was made using 3 different types of wood: venge, paduk, and elm. And this puzzle has only 2 parts and a frame. And the goal of it is obviously to remove the parts from the frame and then put them back inside. The King Box requires 21 steps to solve it and 21 more steps to put everything back inside. Pelikan decided to make the 2 parts of this puzzle from 2 colors, venge and paduk, and they look absolutely gorgeous. I like the combination of woods. The black and red make parts look nice, and the elm creates a beautiful frame. This puzzle isn't very difficult to solve, but it is absolute fun puzzle, and it will be a nice addition to the puzzle collection. The next puzzle was designed by Alexander Majaric from Slovakia, and it is called Paternoster. The Paternoster is a type of open elevator with no doors, and it is constantly moving. It doesn't stop on any of the floors, so you just have to step in and out on a floor where you have to go, but the elevator keeps moving. At first glance, this box doesn't look like elevator, but if you take a closer look at this corner, you will find that something is interesting here, and you can actually move this part up and down, then up and down. And as you can see, there is a small space inside that looks like a cabin of the elevator. You can put parts inside and lift them up or move them down. So it is quite an interesting design. As always, Alexander creates some unique puzzles. This puzzle has 3 parts and a frame, and the goal is obviously to remove all parts from the frame and then put them back inside. It is not a very difficult puzzle. It requires only 17 steps to solve it, but it is absolute fun to solve and such an amazing idea. I never saw such puzzles before, so Alexander always creates something exciting. Now we move to the next 2 puzzles. Both of them were designed by Alphonse Eichmans. The puzzle on the left is called Langley, and it was made from venge and limba woods. The other puzzle that is on the right is called Mustang, and it was made from venge and acacia. Both of the puzzles are very difficult to take apart and assemble them back together. I had to take them apart both to take photos for Pelikan's website, and I couldn't do it without using the boor tools. And now we move to my favorite part, puzzles designed by Dr. Volker Latusek. The name of this puzzle is Dunant's second revised edition. This puzzle was made using 2 different types of wood, paduk and birch. And at the first glance, this puzzle looks familiar, especially if you're a long fan of Pelikan or Dr. Volker Latusek, since it reminds you of the original Dunant puzzle, which looks almost the same, but they have their differences, and this puzzle has a unique solution, not the same as the original one. The frame in this puzzle is a little bit different since the opening is in the middle. In the original version, it was more to the left, but the rest looks very similar. There are 5 parts in this puzzle, and the goal is to fit all of them inside the frame in such a way that no parts will be sticking out. There are 5 parts in this puzzle and all of them are identical. They all have this U shape and we have to find a way how to put them inside. It is not a very difficult puzzle, but it is absolutely fun puzzle. It has some Volker's unique moves and it will be possible to solve this puzzle by any puzzler with any level of experience. So if you are afraid of Volker's puzzles because they are very difficult to solve, you can buy this one and you won't be disappointed. It's a great puzzle with a fun solution. And now we move to the last puzzle of this release and probably one of the most craziest in this release. It is called Der Crest ist blau. The box says Der Crest ist blau and one of the parts supposed to be blue color, but there are no blue color wood, so Pelikan decided to make it red, but the name will stay the same. This puzzle was made using 3 different types of wood, paduk, acacia and beech. There are 6 parts inside and the frame, and the goal is obviously to fit everything inside the frame in such a way that there will be no sticking out parts. As you can see, the initial assembling is made in such a way that it looks like it is almost solved, but this piece sticks out a little bit. So you have to figure out another way how to solve the puzzle and it will be quite a challenge. I'll try to remove the parts from the frame. It is not easy to do. And now you will understand why this puzzle is so crazy. Yeah, that's not easy to remove the parts from the frame. And now take a look at these parts. There is a circle, there is a triangle, there is a square, then we have a piece with 5 corners, 6 corners and 8 corners. They are all unique. There are no similar parts here and it looks totally impossible to fit all these parts inside the frame, which looks similar to the frames that we saw from Dr. Volker Latusek before. It was difficult for me to imagine that they can be just one solution, and Dr. Volker Latusek confirmed that this puzzle has more than one solution, but the one that he wants you to find is where the red circle will be on top, somewhere in the top layer of the box. So it will be quite a challenge. I don't know how many hours I will spend trying to figure out the solution, but I'm looking forward to this puzzle since I think it will be one of the most challenging I solved in a while. And definitely a must-have in any puzzler's collection. All these beautiful puzzles will be available in the next Pelikan release, which will happen next week, but pay attention to the next information. The release will be on Tuesday, 29th of August at 10 p.m. Czech time. Usually Pelikan does their releases on Friday, but this time they moved it to Tuesday and it will happen in the evening. So for my North and South American friends, it will be a little bit easier. You don't have to wake up somewhere in the middle of the night to buy puzzles. But for my Indian friends, it will be a little bit trickier. You have to set the alarm if you want to buy these puzzles. And that's it from me for today. Thank you for watching. Go to brilliant.org/puzzle guy if you want to learn something new, and see you in my next video.